Hello YouTube! I'm Pinstar and this is Pinstar Plays Slay the Spire 2. So today we are going to run it back with the Necrobinder. Proof that I don't only capture and post the things where I'm winning. Our last attempt was a defeat, but I am undeterred. Now, we very well may try a very different deck, depending on what kind of hand we're dealt, but let's see what we get. One of two colorless cards, upgrade a card, or greed. Let's see our deck. What would we upgrade? Either Unleash or Bodyguard. Either way, it kind of points us towards an Austie build. Let's upgrade well, deals 9 damage, deals additional equal to their HP. So, Bodyguard, this may make Bodyguard more effective. But also make Unleash more effective by proxy. Let's give it a try. Let's see if making Austie the star of the show might be a better gambit here. All right, we've got right path. We've got an early shop, which we can use to purge a card. An early card purge is not a bad thing. Campfire, then elite. I'm okay with that. Campfire, another elite, a third elite. 3 elites. This could be very good. This could be very bad. Let's look at the alternatives. A somewhat early shop this way, plus campfire, another shop. There's, I don't know if there's going to be enough distance between those, but then another campfire. So this is more upgrade heavy route. But you know what? Fortune favors the bold. Let's go right side here. All right, standard opener. We will just take you out and start working on you. And we have the ceremonial beast as our end of act baddie here. All right, we bodyguard. This will let you do 15 damage, which is a little wasteful in the grand scheme of things, but we'll take actually, no, we won't take a little damage because Austie will soak up the overflow, and so it won't actually hit our hit points. I knew I upgraded that for a reason. Strike. Defend, and yeah, we'll do a bodyguard. All right, that's enough to kill you. No damage. Okay, if Austie is alive, he deals 9 damage to all enemies, and you gain 9 block. Austie dies. Huh. So this just blows Austie up, which kind of doesn't work with that because this doesn't look like it cares how many hit points they have. So I'm going to poke. I'm going to take a poke. Because that's still leaning on Austie, but in a way that doesn't destroy him. All right, I think we do bodyguard, unleash, defend. Alright, Asti keeping us healthy. There's our poke. Might as well bodyguard here. Go for the poke. Strike, strike. Not quite enough to finish the job, but we'll get there. Especially with an unleash. Invoke. Okay. This makes Asti bigger, and we get energy. Yes, please. Alright, let's hit the shop. I really do want to just focus on removing a card. There's our friend Fasten. Weaken vulnerable, nah. Drain power? Yeah, I think we're just removing a card, and I think it's gonna be a defend because Asti is kind of our defend. Okay, we definitely want to invoke. We will do a bodyguard, and we'll throw up a defense. Yeah, getting 2 extra energy is huge. Plus that extra summon power. Now, we currently don't have anything that can use that energy, so I might be more welcoming to a more expensive card in the future. Bodyguard. And finish you with an unleash. I mean, Asti gets big enough that that unleash puts in work. Sleight of Flesh. Whenever you apply a debuff, they would take 10, deal 7 damage. Huh. So we don't do anything with this yet, but I mean, if anything, it's a 0 cost attack. Oh, retain. Summon 3 and 3 energy. That's gonna get in. That's gonna get done very soon. But I think. Well, see, it's only a base of 3 damage, so yeah, you know what? Invoke plus. And then we go hunting for a more expensive card to actually use that extra energy. Bodyguard. Strike, strike. We could just shut you up with a poke. Throw up a defend, unleash, strike, and we'll do a misery even though there's no debuffs to share. You're late, Invoke. We'll just shut you up. Aw, really? I mean, at least we aren't taking the damage. Dirge, Reeve. This is all about souls. Oh wait, summon 3 X times. Add X souls into your draw pile. Okay, Dirge. Dirge can work. And I think we can handle an elite. So I would rather have a Dirge on... Well, yeah, we're definitely invoking. I think I might just, yeah, do the double Dirge here. Yeah, reanimate. I wish I had done that first, because I would have done an attack with that. Let's get a soul. Yeah, unfortunately we didn't get to utilize our energy the way we wanted to. Yeah, see, I would have loved to have blown that on Dirge. We can take a little damage here. There's our invoke, which I will invoke. Alright, this is getting obnoxious. All this extra energy. Alright, well 30 damage is going to help us out. Doesn't quite kill that one, but we can weaken it. And again, once again, wasted energy. These infections are problematic because they don't... Osti can't protect us from them. All right, am I actually going to get the big one? And we can't even stop this one. At least Osti can tank those. There we go. We get the Dirge. Now the problem is I'd love to Dirge but leave one left over to actually play Unleash, but we can't. So let's get rid of the Wriggler. Well, all right, we got our souls. Really? Come on! I would have preferred to not take all this infection damage, thank you. Are you kidding me? Do we not have any damage? We're going to just eat 6 more points of infection damage. Well, no, because of the block. But still. What an obnoxious fight. Alright, Anchor is very good. Defile is ethereal, which means we need to play it or it'll go poof. Doesn't really fit the bill, though. Skipping. Alright, we will invoke. We don't need to defend. And yeah, they only shrink me. They don't shrink Asti. I also still need to get some sort of debuff that I can spread with Misery. Alright, so we'll go for a defend. We'll go for a bodyguard. And yeah, let's dirge for 4. Finally got the timing of those 2 cards to work out. Alright, go for the poke. I'm okay taking 11 if we can kill the Shrinker Beetle. But I want to dig for Unleash. Nope. Because I'm not doing it with 2 strikes. I don't want to blow that here. Here's the Unleash. 21 damage. We can do... No, we can't. We have to use... All right, Asti can take the hit. This is I need to remember. Asti is like armor. What a terribly defensive. Well, actually, no. We can make stuff work here. There we go. That's better. If this card is... all right, yeah, flatten. Still not a status effect, but... What are you? Whenever you play a power draw card. Don't have any of those. All right, let's go for... Souls Plus. Draw 3 cards. Oh yeah, Dirge. Dirge Plus. I really should. If we're going to get this run off the ground. I'll probably pop this potion nice and early. Okay, Friendship gives us extra. Summon 4, gain block. Deal 52 damage. That's a wonderful pickup there. I mean, we might as well unleash. and poke. We'll get some defense up. And we'll get Dirge. No Osti attacks, but we have our soul. Still no Osti attacks. So we're going to have to pay full price for Flatten. Still, not too bad of a fight. +1 strength. Kind of anti-synergistic here. Summon 5 whenever... Ooh! And there's our power that they want us to find. Necro Mastery, I'll take it. Still no status effects, but... So we want to buff Osti's things... 12 damage. Oh yeah, we already have some free defense, so... Actually, yeah, let's just go for the Invoke. Alright, we can get our bodyguard up. We can go for... So Osti's going to be losing some hit points here. Flatten for 12. See, that's the thing. I want these guys to die to the AoE. Okay, you know, worthy sacrifice. We might as well just finish the fight here. Gain block next turn, gain... This berry is an interesting one, but pull aggro is kind of expensive. Yeah, I don't like... It's too expensive. So's berry, but yeah. Delay, see, delay gives us a lot more block and more energy on our turn. Then again, more summon means more hit points for Osti to be able to hurt with the Necromancer one. We'll take it. Alright, we will invoke. Sadly, we did not get our... Alright, we will go for a pull aggro here. Unfortunately, this is not going to be a great use of our energy, but we'll do what we can. Necromastery. Bodyguard will... So you're basically going to be doing 11 to yourself. I like this setup. All right, weakness potion. That's something that can be spread. Reduces card's cost whenever anyone dies. Whenever you apply a debuff, they take... Yeah, we don't have the... Okay, we can do a Necromastery. I kind of wish that was the Invoke. We'll take the Dirge. Please give me something good. Okay, that's something good. We Bodyguard. That gives us a hefty... Actually, let's play Misery first. Let's play Invoke, because we want this counter to be as high as possible. So that you do a lot of damage. Ooh, another Unleash already. I don't think I can kill them, though. Let's get weakness on you. So we want to play the Unleash last. So we go for the Poke. We go for a Defend. Strike. Strike. And you're gonna completely pants yourself with the damage you do to Osti. And yeah, Flatten takes us home. Not bad. Extra gold, never a bad thing. Gain 7 block, add a copy of that. Yeah, lots of extra block. I will take some free block. No need to heal here. Misery gives retain. I think pull aggro, actually. It makes the numbers, like, it makes the cost feel a little bit better. All right. I don't want to play on Death yet because I don't want to flood my deck with these block cards. We will absolutely invoke. We will absolutely... Let's drink a strength potion here. Add a copy of this to my discard. Yeah, I am consciously not playing that so I don't flood my deck with too many of them. Okay, we're going to go Necromastery. I don't have any Osti attacks here. So I think I'm going to go for just a big Dirge. All right, maybe a single Defend. Although, this is almost like a Defend. plus the soul cards. And yeah, you're going to do 18 to yourself. Alright, we will pull aggro. Go for a poke. I'm going to actually save the soul cards for when... we need them. Alright, so this unleash can be a big one. Let's pop one of the soul cards. You know what? We are going to retain our hand because I want to invoke... we do need some defenses here. I will take a bodyguard. But we do need some defenses here. Now I will play my Undeath. And a defense. Okay, so we will do a misery here. We can do a pull aggro for some defense. Hit you like that. Flatten becomes free. And then I can put you into a stunned state. With a single strike. Then again, well, here's the thing. If he hits us and puts him in a stun state, we might lose out on the stun turn. So let's go for Dirge. Are you kidding me? This is an awful round. All of our... There's an unleash. We will go for another poke. Oh yeah, so they make it so that we can only play one card. I mean, go for the flatten, and then you're going to hit yourself for 15. We pull aggro, we invoke, we get our Undeath. Ugh. Bodyguard, misery. That's enough to finish. Not bad at all. See here. Start of your turn, gain... Oh, yeah. Transform a card in your draw pile into a soul. So more cards and more things if we can afford the 3 cost. And if we don't afford the 3 cost, then it just poofs. But I have been saying we need ways to play and use our extra energy. Still no status effects, though. Oh god, it's the crab. What's a skeleton doing? Wonderful. Gains eternal. Ooh, I kind of like that. Because that way they go away. Exhaust the... No, that could get rid of... Yeah, I think this, enchanting all of our strikes to make them eternal and thus go away, if we don't want them. Nutritious soup. And now I don't actually have to remove them aggressively. All right. What path do we... Oh, wow, this is a juicy one. Shop, Campfire, Elite. Campfire, Elite. Well, hang on. Left side, we have Shop, Campfire, Elite. Campfire, Elite. Shop, Elite. All right, so this one's a little bit juicier. And if we're iffy, we can dodge the Elite for a Campfire. I doubt we'll do that, but we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Oh. Cost 0 and... Oh, cost 0 and Eternal... I misread the thing. Eternal means we can't ever remove them, but they cost 0, which is actually just fine. Yeah, you know what? We'll take Demesne. We have enough. We can get some block in. We can get in a poke. Get some damage going. And you're stunned. All right, definitely going for an invoke. Going for a Necro Mastery. Free strike. Ooh, man, look at all that energy that we can't actually use right now. All right, you go away. And yeah, you took 10 from Necromastery. And now we just finish you. Good enough. Hey, it's our first skill. Deathbringer, 21 doom and 1 weak to all enemies. Now, what does this description of apply any debuffs on the enemy to all other enemies? So this will actually just give them more copies of weak and doom. All right, I'm going to take it, especially since it's more expensive and we need a little bit more expensive. We're not going a doom build. All right, we are going to invoke. Um... Ooh, a bodyguard. Oof. Oof! You're really not going to let me use my stuff here. I can use one energy of mine on something that doesn't need to be. Oof. Alright, we undeath. And we don't have the necromancy one, so just letting Osti take a bunch to the face is not actually going to be that helpful, but we can't crack them out. We can actually stun them. Yeah, if you break the armor, that will stun them. A little late for you, Necromastery. Now, yeah, it doesn't proliferate it within themselves. Demesna is not getting played. We were so close to just dooming them. I mean, at this point, they are doomed. Yeah, just go right to the bottom there. An upgraded flatten. Ooh, high five. There's some status effects that we could use. Too vulnerable. And then an invoke to be certain. Alright, Necromastery. Defend. I don't want to tear myself up on his spikes. And we don't have, well, all right, I will definitely do Demesna here, since he's buffing himself. We'll do it on death. Yeah, we take a bunch of damage, but unfortunately... Exhaust one card from your draw pile. I mean, I guess if we have someone who's just adding crap to our hand. But, nah. Asti deals 25 damage and 5 damage for all your other Asti cards. Done. Vulnerable to all, 10 gold. Probably not. Oh, I can buy this and remove a card just barely. I kind of want to remove Deathbringer. It seems wasteful, I know. But, you know, let's just do a basic defend. Yeah, I'll just play the Dirge. Because we have Anchor. Yeah, we'll do Demesne. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have the one... Yeah, we don't have Necromastery and active. We do need it active. Let's see what we get here. Oh, one away from squeeze. So if we high five to 11, we're one away from there too. I mean, maybe we can get another strike. No, we can get some undeaths though. Oh, that'll do it. Get rid of that. All right, we can certainly kill you down to Doom territory, but I don't think we can actually kill you the rest of the way, which is sad. Might as well get rid of those. Whenever you play a soul, summon one. Sure. Alright, Devour Life, summon 2. 6 additional damage for every other. 3 vulnerable. No, I think Devour Life doubling its effectiveness. Alright, we can't both... Yeah, let's pull aggro for some extra defense. Bodyguard. Oh, yeah, it gives me an extra energy. Necromastery for certain. There's our Devour Life. I mean, we need the weak here to... So Unleash? No, because he's got armor. Ooh, Squeeze is good. Let's play you. Hit you with a strike, a poke. $45 damage is not too shabby, and then we'll dirge for 1. Alright, pull aggro. High Five will let us also play Flatten. A little bit of extra defense never hurt no one. Well, actually, yeah, no, it never hurt no one. Devour Life, and that will draw us an extra card, which is there's our soul. Let's play that soul, trigger that. I do want to use the Unleash. There we go. Ooh, that's very useful. Death March for each card turn. I will take a flatten. Use a potion, gain 3 strength. Okay, I do like my potions. Oh, Demesna costing 2 is huge. One random uncommon potion. That will be useful. All right. Oh, I wish I had a potion of energy. So I want to play Demesna, but I also want to play Deathbringer. And also we're about to take a whole crap ton of stuff to the face. Let's drink this. Play Demesne. Yeah, I gotta be careful here. We're getting it's getting a little spicy. And of course there are, I was hoping to shed some of these. All right, let's Ultimate Strike. You have no attacks in hand. Yeah, we'll do that for more card draw. There's Necromastery. Undeath is hugely helpful. Yeah, because this is going to do damage across the board here to them. Let's invoke. We'll poke you. All right, well, Asti helped us out, but we're also in pretty dire shape here. All right, but we have a lot of energy to work with. So let's high five. Flatten. All right, so this is really good. The ship's anchor giving us 10 on the first round and this giving us 14 on the second is absolutely insane. We do not need another Necromastery. Or another Flatten. This is probably just going to be a removal unless we have something that's really tasty. Oh, fetch. Or remove a card. And if we buy fetch, I like fetch though. Vulnerable potions, gain energy. I think that's going to be worth it. All right. Yeah, lots of little attacks are not good for this guy. I think I'm at a bodyguard. I mean, we really should be doing our damage here. Luckily, we don't get Alright, we definitely want Deathbringer here. And Undeath, of course. And Invoke. Okay, we high five to get vulnerable back on you. We pull aggro just to get more summon. All right, that's pretty good. All right, we need to see if we can either kill him or doom him. So let's fetch. That was not a useful fetch. Devour life. Gotta defend. If the damage he does to Osti could bring him into doom range. Oh god, we were at 1 hit point. I did not do the math. Well, I did. No, I didn't do the math. I think we're good for now. And yes, we are. We need to rest to have any help against Mr. Krabs here. We meet again. Ooh, Deathbringer into misery early is great. And then we invoke. We are drinking potions. Yeah, we can take the 2. Well, 1 technically. All right, we get Necromastery online. We can use Poke over here. We get a free Flatten. We get a Bodyguard. I am going to drink our potion here. And then we can dirge up a whole bunch. Okay, definitely doing a Devour Life here. High Five is extremely helpful to make them both vulnerable. Let's see if we can't get this rocket all right, and then we use the Unleash on the other side just to turn to so our back isn't to the high damage attack. Unfortunately, we're losing Demesne. And now we need to see if we can't kill this thing before it does its 11 billion attack. Squeeze is a great one to grab. Oh, that's beautiful. We did not have to... And you know what? I'm going to save the soul. Ah, sadness. I will proliferate my undeads, and then we will dirge again. All right, bodyguard. Go for the high five. Go for a defend. Free strikes. All right, unleash could be great. Go for the poke. Yeah, we definitely want to make you weak. $39 damage is pretty darn good. Ooh, and you're in doom range. You are good and doomed. Ah, we have our revenge. No. Summon 20 exhaust is... I know this killed us last time, but I really like Neurosurge. I know we're doing an animate deck, but three for just 20? I think it's too slow. All right, last chapter. And we have the devil. Gain energy at the start. He plays our first turn for us. We don't have too complex of machinations. Apparition. Gain one intangible. Ooh. Whenever you encounter the merchant, immediately attain everything he sells. Which could be awful because that means all the cards too. Like that is, oh, that would bloat our deck so badly. Honestly, I don't mind you playing our first turn for us. We have the anchor to give us some block, so even if he does something silly with his priorities, I think we'll be okay. All right, loop around here, get an early shop for some trimming, campfire, elite, and then based on our health, campfire or elite. But this left side goes campfire, another elite. Hey, it's somebody other than the doorman. I do find... Okay, I would have gone with the flatten and unleash, but okay, so there is a little bit of downside to that, but I think it's still worth the extra energy, honestly. We'll go Necromastery. Yeah, Neurosurge. Deathbringer. Misery. Alright. Devour life. Fetch. Ooh. Go for that. Go for the squeeze. Beautiful. Retain a card, and it's an Osty attack. Although we do need more block, and the souls are good things for us. Grave Warden, we need the block. Upgrade 3 random cards. I am not drawing 2 fewer cards. Alright, what you got for me? Necromastery. Pull aggro. A strike. Dirge. And then another strike. Fair enough. Alright, yeah, Demesne. Neurosurge. Deathbringer! We can get this guy down into Doom range, because he's only hitting for 4. Alright, he is doomed, so we can turn our attention to his buddy. And I think we just kill them with a squeeze. Squeeze is so freaking good. I mean, yeah. I'm not killing Osty. I do like Fetch because it also makes Squeeze more powerful. Drain power. Yeah, I think we're just going to shed the card here. Skill. Block potion. I mean, a good block potion is always good for an emergency. Weaken Smith. Let's see. On Death could be good. High 5 can be good. Necrosurge giving us 4 energy. Let's make Squeeze is our kill card. Let's make it killier. All right, we invoke, we bodyguard, strike, a neurosurge. Get that high 5 going, and just play our whole hand. This is going to hurt though. So let's drink that block potion that we just got. Alright, there's our fetch. We'll fetch another card. And they keep getting free flattens. And dead. Beautiful. Oh, that's also beautiful. And that's also beautiful. More flattens, eh? I can take another flatten. It makes squeeze more powerful. Well, we're never going to get to play with that energy directly. But it's more likely that they can play out the whole hand. All right, that's a good find there. All right. Grave Warden. No, I want Necromastery. I hate to use Cure-All already. But I think it would be appropriate here. This guy's lowest on health here. I don't think, yeah, playing it at 0 energy doesn't give us any benefits. Your upgrades are no more. Yeah, well. So what does squeeze? 65 damage. I would prefer to have my upgrades. All right, you're taken out. I don't actually think we needed the extra block there, but that's fine. Game. There we go. And a squeeze will finish this off nice and quick. For every 5 cards in your deck, heal 3 when you enter. Nice. Put 3 cards from your discard pile into your hand. Nah. Wow, you went for the real big. Well, actually, same, actually. Go for it. All right, I think we want a Deathbringer to calm you down. Get a high 5 for a free flatten. I do want to dig. Yeah, Undeath is... See if I can get the Neurosurge. Yes. Never punished. I still have one more. That should be fine. Yeah, we... All right, we have a flatten. I want to find my squeeze. No squeeze. Oh yeah, we just doom you. Yeah, you soaring does nothing. Back onto the ground. First attack each turn deals 50% extra. Well, I mean, that with a squeeze could be insane. I know I'm bloating the deck a little bit here. Oh yeah, some healing because of the Eternal Feather. $75 additional damage. Now let's go Neurosurge. That extra free energy is huge. So far, the demon seems to have pretty good tactics. Ah. Yeah, we want Demesne. And lethality. We will do you. I'm okay proliferating on deaths, and then we'll pop Dirge for 1. Burns, eh? Alright, Necromastery. High 5. Oh yeah, we don't need any defense this turn. Well, maybe a little defense. I could find my Neurosurge, but I don't think I'd be able to properly use it. So I think I can... Oh, what the hey. Neurosurge. Now we can get an invoke. We can get a defend. Some more damage from in there. A poke. Pop the soul. Still have one energy left over. Alright. No squeeze? No squeeze. So, I mean, this is going to kill Osti, but that's going to do crap ton to you. There's our squeeze. Good night. Whenever Osti attacks, gain 2 block. Oh, my goodness. If you play a soul, random enemy loses 18. I don't need... Alright, another undeath. Create a custom card to add to your deck. Okay, where do we begin? A skill or a power? What kind of tool you want to help you? Well, we already have a ton of powers. Add a random card into your hand, or draw 3 cards. I like draw 3 cards. Let's just cycle our deck. All right. And we can upgrade it too. Oh, innate. No, I don't want to make that innate. Thank you. Lethality could be good. Yeah, let's go with lethality. Wow, just going right for the dirge. Well, actually, I mean, that's not too bad considering. Just going right for a dirge gives us tons of souls and makes Osti nice and big. All right, so the problem here is, the bound ones I can only play one of the bound cards, which is obviously going to be Deathbringer here. And no reason not to. Shared fate. Lose 2 strength. Enemy loses 2 strength. Yeah, actually. Because we want this guy to get weaker. Retain, summon, Osti heals. Oh! Yeah, I like Spur. Wow. All right, we got weakened all to heck here. Yeah, Necromastery. Here's our Neurosurge. We can hit... Let's hit you with a fetch. So I really want to... Alright, we'll do that. There's our squeeze. Yeah. Yeah, that way you get the -2 strength too. Let me just soul here. A Devour Life. There's a lethality. Unfortunately, we're not getting it with... because we've already played our thing. I mean, is it worth it to use all our stuff for Devour Life? Yeah, we go for the squeeze. And we can still do pokes and prods and other goodies. All right, we will use... We'll play the power to draw another card. Invoke. It's unfortunate that we can't use our flattens or the rest of our energy, but we're getting there. I just realized it's caster and minion versus caster and minion. Ooh, squeeze is our... I really want to do a Deathbringer, but... Pull aggro. Yeah, heal, increase that, heal that, and then we go for a dirge. All right, well, there's a high 5. But I might want the fetch because otherwise this turn sucks. There we go, a soul. Oh, all right. See, that's why we went for the card draw. Ooh, we can misery your -2. And we keep getting our card draws, which is awesome. I'll take the free flattens. It withdrew back into the fetch. I love it. You're gonna do 30 to us. Because I don't want to add too many undeaths to our thing here. Alright, I think, yeah, we're going to do a fetch. And then a Deathbringer. Double flatten. There's our squeeze. No way to get vulnerable on there, but that's okay. We want squeeze. Now you're doomed. Ha 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 ha! Success! Architect, you killed my parents, you killed my friend, you killed my... You cannot change the past with anger. All right, folks, we had our revenge. All right, if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent, your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya.